Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Seattle, Washington, actually Bellevue, Washington. And I want to welcome today my good friend and business partner, Jared Elkins, who is now his third time over from Florida joining us today. And I want to take this time today to introduce you guys to him so you know the role that he plays in my life as a businessman and also the projects that we're doing moving forward, so you guys can have the opportunity for them to join us and be part of this and stuff, which is really important. Definitely. So, Jared, I'm just going to let I'm just, again, thank you, brother, for coming in today, brother. You have saved my life 100%, and you're also a good testimonial when it comes as a business person, a friend of what the God Shot has done for me in the course of no time. Anyways, good morning. Jared, go ahead and let's talk about your background, and then I want you to share with my friends what we're doing, because you break it down better technically than like I break stuff down.
No worries. Well, guys, first off, good morning. Make it a great one, as always. What I want you guys to know really about Ryan and anybody who has watched him over the last 6 months, you might have noticed here in the last couple of weeks there's something different. Well, I'm here to tell you that it has been a journey. Back in January, Ryan confided in me that he was battling severe depression, anxiety, and PTSD, PTSI, and without getting into too much of the details of his history and his life, he felt like he was drowning. And basically what we did was we went in and we organized everything, we prioritized everything, and we got everything essentially distilled down to a list, and we started looking. And we started looking everywhere for PTSD, PTSI solutions. And we found literally a 10-minute cure. It's literally. I'm not even exaggerating. If you haven't seen the YouTube video yet, check it out. We'll link it in the comments after. But if you haven't seen the video yet,
the God Shot. Hashtag God Shot.
Go to YouTube, search God Shot Ryan, and I'm sure it's number one by now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Check it out if you haven't yet. It literally, it's like 10 minutes and he's completely rebooted. Literally.
You guys, and we're talking about PTSI, which stands for post-traumatic stress injury, not disorder. Okay, you don't want to sound like you have a mental disorder, but I will say that in about 90% we're talking about, it's like all these people around us, they're hurting inside. It's like, what are you hurting about? You're hurting about things that have affected you in this world. Relationships falling apart, families falling apart, losing jobs, being part of the transition, moving into the decentralization of the internet, and fall of the tech giants, the fall of the YouTube, the Google, the Facebook, as we bring into the stuff that we're working on right now.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get into that, but I really want to drill down. I really want to drill down on PTSI versus PTSD, particularly in this fast-paced, hyper-connected world we're living in. Right? Your brain was not built to take the constant flicker and bombardment of all the messaging and everything else.
This is before. These are my EKG. You guys, I spent so much money. I spent $20-something thousand cash on being evaluated here. And I want to share with you because this is really real. Look at this. I did everything from brain scans. You got PTSI. I showed PTSI. And this is just because of a few traumas, life's curveballs, as everyone has them. I guarantee you guys that 90% of the world out there, all you guys on this, have PTSI. And what I mean by that is you're constantly looking down at your screens on your phones. What's going on Facebook? You're constantly
bang, 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 bang,
all the time. You guys have on this PTSI. So what if we were able to reboot your brains, guys? And in 10 minutes, we reset your brains to where it goes back to nothing. I guarantee you the God Shot is something that every single 90-something% of the world needs right now, even the globalists, that have all the money in the world, because all of us, we need to have peace inside and be reset. So when we're talking to each other and being buddies and friends, we could be real and not all fucking digitalized out.
Well, exactly.
La la land.
And the thing about it is, how many of you have ever been talking to somebody and you got a text message? What do you do?
What's that, Jared? What's that?
You look at your phone, right? How really? I'm not that important anymore. Really?
What's that, Jared?
Yeah. So That's what we're talking about. You have been trained. You've been trained to go and check your messages. You've been trained to go check your Facebook. You've been trained to go check your Instagram. You live and die by your Facebook.
Turn that off, that noise.
Yeah.
You guys, so the thing about it is this, it's like when with alcoholism, the first thing to do is admit it and say, I'm an alcoholic. Okay, but I think the reason, if you look at a lot of alcoholics out there, is they are a victim of PTSI, and they lean on this as a coping mechanism, just like Absolutely. I have, maybe overdoing a little bit pot through the years, just to maybe have, chill, to chill, because I've suffered from PTSI for this long. Yep. So Jared, it's healed me so big, and the people
I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it.
And I asked you when I was singing a shout this morning, you're on the
I was in the other room.
Jared, tight. So but get this, Jared. What I said was, what I'm saying is that I asked, have you seen someone change so much in 24 hours? And I'm not saying about myself, I'm about the procedure itself, what I've seen in other people. And I have friends that have got this done.
No. And the thing, I haven't. And it's alarming. There's no other word for it but alarming, to see how profound the difference is between somebody who's essentially reset all of the media bombardment, all the stress that's associated with it. How many of you have seen the warning at rides that have flickering lights and not for epileptics and all that, right? You know what I'm talking about? Your brain is not supposed to take that, and you're more prone to a seizure or whatever else if you have that disposition. But the reality is, we're all prone to it now. Why? Screen time. It is screen time. How much time do you spend in front of a computer? How much time do you spend in front of a cell phone? How much time do you spend in front of a television? How much time do you spend looking at pixels? Your brain is not made for this. Your brain is absolutely, positively not made for this. Turn it off. Go outside. Get some vitamin D. Get some sun. Go to the beach, go to the park, go do something.
You guys, it's so important. You may look at it right now. I know this has been a struggle. When I'm going to the park, I think, well, how much money am I losing right now if I'm not going, hey, make another phone call? This is the transition times that we're in right now, guys. But you know what?
Out of it.
But first of all, I want to say thank you for sharing that mindset, because it's helping us expedite where we're going right now as a community. So this energy is necessary from everyone, unfortunately. But you need to find a way to go ahead and heal from it. #heal. You'll see me. Okay, I fly to Thailand next week. Also, after I get back from Cabo San Lucas,
and then Thailand. Yeah,
get my hands full. And then I go to Vietnam and China also by September also. In Africa, we just opened up an office in Africa, right? So
we're busy. We're busy. But guys, this is the thing, okay? This is so important. This is so important. If you take nothing else from this,
you better take more.
Well, right. But if you take nothing else from this, please remember, life is not a dress rehearsal.
My mom used to say that all the time. Life is not a rehearsal.
Live it. Don't get stuck in this PTSI trap. How many of you have seen Facebook apologize for messing with your heads? How many press releases have they done for that? How many apologies has Google issued for manipulating search results? How many YouTube videos have been censored? How many Facebook posts have been censored? They are manipulating you by way of this addiction, by way of this injury. This is what we're working on.
You guys think about this. So here you are, all as victims in this situation, okay? And I can completely sympathize, because it affected me on a deeper level than I would say, just because of other things that also occurred in that time. But the point is that in the papers that we're going to write is about the role of stress and how it's taking a physical toll on our body and resulting in things. I'm going to say that this results in the early onset Alzheimer's and dementia.
It does.
I had the brain scans that showed I had prefrontal dementia and Alzheimer's, because in a 3D, I've got all the scans right here.
But it's all PTSI.
Here's Dr. Amen Clinic, been there 3 times. They're right down here. The point is that when the brain scans are showing up wrong, it's because the PTSI, it manifests. Like my situation is my neck, so it's throwing up. That's where my stress was building up. It was throwing off my entire system, and that was making my brain not fire at all cylinders. You guys, we need to be I want to say seriously that mental I'm telling you what, mental illness is no joke at all. You guys, no joke at all. And I don't think it's funny to make fun of people. I think that there's a lot of prejudgments. I want to say is I think there's a lot of prejudgments of people out there. And every one of us is guilty of prejudging other people based off who you see them. You may watch them and say, oh, that's that person. But the question is, what happened first? With the chicken lay the egg scenario, how did they get to that point? Could they have some stress that's lodged in that is throwing off their whole entire feedback loop from head to toe, and the blood flows through the heart and through us every minute, the blood's flowing through the system. Imagine we release that stress right there, and boom, the person's just a different person. It's just a better person. What if they're a 50% better person than you than when you were making saying claims of who you thought this person was right there? You know what I'm saying? So I encourage you all to none of us I encourage you all to train yourselves to really look for the best in people, and just knowing that you know there is the best in that person, and you have the responsibility to bring out the best in that person. How we're going to bring out the best in people, because we have a plan to do that, is the most important thing that you be part of. So you guys, this is the proposition. I was going to go through this first.
All right, here we go.
And everything that we're working on, you know. Number one, you guys, it's very, very important. We are promoting transhumanism. Talk about what transhumanism, first of all.
All right. We all know that, you know, there's this thing, evolution, right? And we, you know, you see like zebras, they get stripes and everything else, and we all know about Darwin and the beagle and all that, right? But we have this thing, this ability as humans to reason and go and develop new technologies, right? So what we're doing is the science of evolution is evolving. Transhumanism is entirely about applying bleeding edge technology to change the human condition at an anatomical level, right? Imagine being able to get a shot in your neck that completely reboots the entire parasympathetic nervous system. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, and you're kind of, right? Imagine all of the stress balls in your life. Just how many of you know to reboot your computer, reboot your phones daily? How many of y'all know? Show of hands. Y'all do it? Y'all, who reboots their phones? Who reboots their computers, right? Your brain. How many of you think rebooting your brain is probably a good idea? At least once in your lifetime. At least once in your lifetime. Change your oil in your car? Why do you do it? Because you should. Rebooting your brain is going to push all of that stress out, right? It's going to push all that out, and you're going to move forward with a clear head, an open mind, an open heart. You're going to see more. You're going to do more. You're going to be more productive. You're going to sleep better. You're going to love more deeply. You're going to be more productive. Everything in your life is going to change. It's going to be like going from black and white to HD. Straight up. Right? That's the difference that we're talking about here. So transhumanism, it's not just about the God shot, right? It's not just about the God shot. It's about stem cells. It's about stem cell therapies. It's about neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, neuroplasticity.
My dude toy, I love this thing.
Oh my God. Him and his toys.
You guys look at this toy. This is a $23,000 neurofeedback device. So what Jared's saying is that with transhumanism, it's the whole concept. You know government better than myself. That's why you always talk on my behalf and explain things. But the concept that we lean on technology to address the underlying issues. A lot of these other issues out here are not the underlying issues. There are symptoms of the underlying issues. So you could say school shootings. Jared, let's just play. We'll play a role. We're going to show you.
Oh my God! We've got to pass a law. Pass a law. Pass a law.
Take the guns away.
Guns.
Take all the guns.
Guns.
Trump is a bad person. He's letting too much guns out.
Oh my God, there's too many guns.
Oh my goodness, there's so many guns all over. People are going to shoot people. You're going to shoot your eye out.
Oh my God, you shoot your eye out.
I'll shoot your eye out and you shoot my eye out.
I'm not going to shoot my eye out. Nobody's shooting anybody's eyes out. And the
no
guns,
shooting eyes out.
Do not shoot your eye out. And guys, you know, here
Just kidding.
Here it is, right? This is a very serious point. Serious.
Yes, go ahead.
So guns are not the problem, okay? Being angry with somebody else is not the problem. You know, having a bad day, we all have them, right? But they're magnified with the stress buildup in our body, with the constant bombardment. And how many of you have seen a post on Facebook. Somebody posted on Facebook, right? And you're like, oh my God.
Your emotions are flowing.
Me. That's about me. Oh my God. You said that about me.
And 10 other people thought the same thing.
And 10 other people, exactly. 10 other people. 10 other people felt exactly the same thing. Why is that?
People's skins are weak because they're so beat down because of PTSD nowadays.
You know, and you've got a neurochemical addiction to affirmation. That's human, right? That goes back to when you were born.
When you guys are going to keep hearing us talk about this, and I know that some of you may be in denial, be like, oh, no, I have PTSD. You know what? You guys have to be receptive to the idea. When we tell you as a friend that you have PTSD, if I tell you have PTSD, I promise you I'm probably 99.5%.
Have you ever hit your head? Have you ever been in a car? Have you ever been in a car wreck?
There you go, PTSD.
Do you spend more than 2 hours in front of a screen at a time?
There you go, PTSD.
Do you ever have an uncontrolled emotional response to something?
Has someone died as a family member died?
As a family member died, PTSD.
Oh, that hurts. Ow,
oh, I know, right? Guys, it's not what you say.
Suicide in the family.
Oh, wow.
PTSD has proven to be addictive now too. Well, people pass it on.
Not only do they pass it on,
contagious.
Not only do they pass it on, but they dwell on it. They live in it. They fall into this muck, this mire of, oh my God, this happened to me. Guys, I'm going to tell you this right here, right now.
It's because they really feel it.
Well, of course they feel it. They wouldn't be human to not feel it. But here's what it is, guys. Life happens to all of us. But we're not defined by what happens to us. We're defined by what we do about it. That's what defines you. That's what makes you you. How you respond to your life happening. Because, I'm sorry, you're going to wake up and your life is going to happen.
Let's talk about the school shooting again, though, real quick. So what we're talking about in transhumanism, this is them bringing technology to solve an issue. Yeah. Okay, and to get to resolve the school shooting things, we as transhumanists are proposing that the God shot be available within 24 hours to everyone on the spot with these God shot mobiles. Well, the mobile mobiles that we're doing right now.
I think, and for those of you who haven't read about Healmobile and haven't seen the video yet, there's a video for that. The Healmobile, what we're doing is we're taking all of the technology, right? We're taking all of the technology that reboots the God shot, and we're mobilizing it. We're putting it into a response unit. So if there's a situation on a school, bang, it's on the road.
Within 24 hours we have the whole entire east to west coast completely coverage. A Healmobile will be on spot healing the families of all the victims on the spot with not a reality TV show. We're not trying to go ahead and what we're talking about. We are going to track every single person's progress before and during the procedure shot and after interview, what they've experienced from their anxiety levels. Because you guys, if you have not seen the procedure, me getting it done, you need to see it done and how much I've changed.
God Shot Ryan. Go to YouTube. Check it out. You really do. It's
just take a look at that. So you guys, our example here is the transhumanist stuff right here. And I love this because I love politics done properly. Politics to me, screw the word politics. I like to think where the world is evolving to is think tanks and how we are able to participate with bringing ideas to the government through the transhumanist movement to get things done in life, such as stop ending school shootings because we have these Healmobiles that heal 250 people a day of PTSD. Think about the power of that, and we offer that to children on our advertising. Hey, if these psychotropic drugs have failed you and you've been on it since 4 years old, that's what we're in. The reason for all these school shootings is because the PTSD of these kids breaking. Going through their cell phones all the time, but the buildup that they've been on psychotropic drugs from the age of 4 for ADHD and stuff like that, the Ritalin, the Adderall, the Prozacs, and now they're like, I'm out of options. I'm just fucked.
It's so game over, right? Seriously, but it's not. There is an alternative, and that's what we're bringing to the table. That's what we're bringing to the world. That's what we're working on. We need your help.
Yeah, you guys. We need your help. This is a wake-up call for all of you guys, for you to this isn't about what Jared and Ryan are just doing. This is about how you guys can go ahead and be part of this. I fly to Thailand next week. My goal is to put $800 referral fee for every single person you go and give the God shot out to, and we send these mobiles. We're trading 1,000 doctors right now, and I'm bringing God shot into network marketing space right now.
Affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing.
Trust me, everything's going to be done completely legal. We have a great legal staff with us now. You guys, we have stepped it up massive in the stuff that we're doing, so it's no bullshit. It's in your face. What we're doing right now, and only the best. We're not in this for the money, okay? We're in this to change the world. Again, if not this, then what is the thing that we live by? If not, then this what? It brings you to the next thing. So if not just making money, how do we go ahead and affect a shit ton of people's lives? Then the money just rolls in, right, Jared?
Absolutely. If not this, then what? If not you, then who?
Yeah.
The world is in your hands. It all starts with the man in the mirror. We've all heard that, right?
Michael Jackson, listen to it. What's her?
Pandora?
No. Yeah, it should be future music.
Future,
on that.
Yeah.
But
here's where you guys come in, okay? I'm working on a compensation plan and the filings and all of the necessary stuff to get all of this done. That's what I've been coming back and forth to Seattle for. I'm working on that. We need your help. You need to go watch the video. You need to go check it out. You absolutely need to see this video. You need to share this video. You need to start lining your people up, because I promise you, every single one of you spends more than 2 hours a day in front of pixels. You have at least one manifestation of PTSI in your life. And I know that because I know what you do.
It was hard sleeping last night. You actually woke up and checked your phone. Oh, guilty man.
How many of you hear your phone in the middle of the night, roll over and check it? Be honest. We're gonna send things out tonight. We're gonna see who answers.
You guys, on the real, the goal for us to what we're doing is to change the world, guys, and show. And we're proposing also the Transhumanist Party, which is a letter from our legal counsel and writing team. You're one of the writers for me. This goes out on our behalf to the Transhumanist Party, where we actually are proposing not only a political movement with the Healmobile.
It's bigger than politics.
It's bigger than politics. We're talking about using this as the rite of passage, moving into the Transhumanist Party is my proposal, which means that every single person that is moving into the Transhumanist Party, where the focus is on using technology to make the best happen every day in the world, you have to go through the reset, the reboot of the brain, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, getting the God shot. That's a must. So you can actually say, oh, when you become a transhumanist? Oh, that's when you had your God shot. Sweet. Oh, and you got the video for that also. Heel's got it. There's a video for that, on an app for that.
Right? So, guys, it really is. How many of you like Tony Robbins? How many of you like Zig Ziglar? How many of you like Jim Rohn? How many of you listen to a motivational tape or video or whatever else? How many of you guys do that? I'm going to tell you right here and right now that stress that you're talking about, you're carrying the stress, it's limiting the effects of Tony Robbins NLP, of Zig Ziglar's motivation. Guys, I'm telling you right here, right now, if you're responsive to it and you have success with it, it will be magnified.
Your whole life,
everything in your life will change. The way you view life will change. You will feel like a weight has been lifted. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
I like to say, am I right or am I right?
Or am I right?
Am I right?
Or am I right?
Nope. There's only two options, right or right.
No. Groundhog Day. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right?
Not a fan. Actually, I didn't see it again. It was a long time
ago. It's an old movie.
I think I had PTSI. I just said
you might have.
Yep.
So I'll have to watch it in pieces.
You guys, so this is just very, very exciting times. I'm excited to have Jared here in Seattle with us today. Just brings a balance and a grounding. So thankful that you're here. You're staying here in my daughter's room for the next 2 nights, and we're just making things happen. And also, want to talk also about, congratulations to FutureNet with the FutureNet Foundation. I don't know if you guys saw, I just want to say I'm very blessed to be the #1 person in all of FutureNet out of 3 million users to be the top donor in the entire company back to the FutureNet Foundation. I always like it when Donald Trump brags, because it always comes place. I'm bragging right now, but I have the right to brag because I want to encourage you guys to step your game up and give back to the FutureNet Foundation. It is my goal also is to have a role on the FutureNet Foundation as a board member, where I want to have a percentage go back into the studies of PTSI, the research and study. I'm going to be financing a few different studies this year about the role of PTSI, and looking at the flat screens so we can move into a hologram technology in front of us is what we're working on. The new FutureNet phone, having a phone that actually shoots out so you can spend less time looking at a screen, but looking at something with depth perception, which that's why the hologram technology is the future of a screen, because it's not straining the eyes. You're engaging on this, and how we take that holographic technology and also the virtual reality technology and tie it into neurofeedback, where your brain is actually working in entrainment, not entertainment. You guys, we have all been robbed for the past 30 to 40 years of entertainment where you are not using your brains. And I can guarantee you guys, me doing 5 minutes of this device right here is more entertainment than entrainment than you guys have done in your entire lifetimes in one session on this. Okay, so I'm not saying this to brag. I'm telling you what the future is and where we're going with this. And again, it's our hopes to, I know some people look at it, they're like, oh, the technology of the future is so scary. It is not scary if you control the boat. If you control the boat like we do, it's not scary, because we're coming up with the most cutting edge stuff, and we want our friends to know what we're doing so you guys can contribute into this. I want to have our own software company running virtual VR. Whereas virtual reality with neuro, I mean, we're talking, this thing can control artificial intelligence. This thing has, this is military grade what SEAL Team 6 is using right now, guys. The #1 in the world, you put these clips on your head, this is what I'm into right now. Okay, so my game seems a little bit more on point one day. There may be a reason for that. And you guys can experiment this. And so what we do is we put your brainwaves into an algorithm on a computer. And Jared, we can also talk, I love to talk about your hippocampus thing real fast.
Well, the hippocampus, I write artificial intelligence. That's kind of my professional background. I've been writing AI for going on about 20 years now. And what I've done is I've built a hippocampus model of AI. Now, what that means is it's an artificial intelligence that is designed to operate like the human brain, right? It's not a linear fuzzy logic type deal. If then this, and this whole big cascade of if then loops.
Can you code that in there? If not this, then what?
Yeah, I can. Well, I could, but that's just really much bigger, much broader.
I lean on him for this book.
Yeah, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take all of the possible outcomes, right? All of the possible outcomes of any situation.
Okay.
Any situation that you're going to find yourself in daily life, trapped in front of a screen, checking your cell phone, not sleeping, insomnia, stress, all of these things, we're going to take all of them and we're going to look at every possible outcome as it runs through every possible daily routine. What is your routine? Do you get up and go to work? Do you go to the bathroom first? Do you go? Okay, so
I can already tell you what this is going to do. If you want me to give you
tell me what your thought is.
What this is going to allow a person to do, if I'm right here, is correct, is that it is going to allow people to be able to look through every situations in their life, and so they can actually program themselves to be more receptive to other ideas, so they can apply more quickly to a situation to be the most effective in that very moment.
Exactly, and in a holographic environment, in a 3D environment, with the entrainment going on, with all of that going on, what's going to happen is your brain, you're going to be conditioning your brain to see and optimize your daily routine. Is it more efficient for you to get up and turn around and make your bed and then go to the bathroom? Is it more efficient for you to get up, go to the bathroom, take your shower, and then go make your bed? And you're going to look at all of these in the way your brain responds, because what works for me may be different than what works for you. But until we see the brain response to the process put in front of you, we don't know. But using AI to run basically models out of your day in front of you, and see how your brain responds to each one. It finds and maps.
So what I want to say about this is this fun. Are you guys having fun looking at your cell phones all the time and stuff like this? Or would you rather be engaging in this kind of behavior that we're talking about as the future to give yourself the strongest brain possible so you can give to other people the deepest feelings and experience with you? I love the thing that Jim Carrey once said. He said about the best currency is what you give to other people, he said, or something like this. I'll read you the quote. I got to show this just for the heck, not to get to my phone, guys, for a second, but I want to share this with you.
There it is.
I want to share this with you. It's coming.
There it is.
Oh, it's coming. Oh. The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Jim Carrey, shout out to Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, we hope to speak to you immediately about the transhuman party. You'd have a positive role in this, for sure. You guys, this is so true. So I just want to say off this quote, what's on my mind right now is the effect that we're having on you guys right now and inviting you to be part of what we're have going on right now. For you to become better people in this world, that's our offer to you. And the value that you will bring to us because you're better people because of the protocol that we're putting you through with the God shot and neurofeedback and entrainment versus being a little sleut in entertainment land, okay? You guys are all victims of that, and I'll tell you, that leads into PTSI. So we're going to reboot your brain in 10 minutes.
Yep.
The God shot.
Bang.
Okay? We are then to get you, we're going to take your neurological things on the algorithm like Jared's talking about. We're going to back on the blockchain, okay, with all this. And we are going to go ahead and put your algorithms with your brain scans, your EKGs, into a pattern that is going to make you a better person. And these sessions, I just want to throw out the full business model. We're talking about, Jared, just selling these 40-minute long sessions. Let's say it's between $70 and $80 and $100 per session.
Yep.
People buy these sessions. Again, think one session is more entrainment than you've had in your entire lifetime. So it's like, should I go get a massage or am I down to go ahead and drop $60 and see, is it worth it?
Let's talk about how that works, because they're like, yeah, right, whatever. 5 minutes is like a lifetime. Guys, when you're born and you're first growing, your brain is firing new pathways between neurons and axons. You've got this firing, and it burns a connection between the neuron and the axon, and that connection stays there for the rest of your life, and it's used for the rest of your life. What we're doing here is we're creating new pathways. How many of you guys heard that we use, what was it, 8% of our brain, 9% of it?
Very little number. Who wants to use a little more?
What we're doing is we're activating more of your brain through this process. So when he says, and truly, when he says 5 minutes does more for you than you've done in your entire life, it's because it's activating more gray matter. More of your physical brain is turned on.
You guys,
that's the difference.
I want to say that I believe that this is going to be the hottest. I'm going to make
it. Is. I don't believe it is.
I stand at the forefront of technology. We do together. And when we say something is the best, because again, if not this, then what? It leads me to the best and everything I'm looking for, especially when it comes to healing my own self. Boom, it took me to God shot. You guys, God shot is going to rock your world. Hashtag God shot. Please keep spreading this. Hashtag God shot, God shot, God shot, God shot, God shot. And go to www.godshot.info. Godshot.info and check it out. You guys, this is where we're proposing for the transhumanist movement, where we're going, where you can follow my story, where you can see that we've been on the doctor show 16 times. Dr. Lipoff is my dude. He is, you guys, we're putting this all together for you. Imagine being able to heal the world, guys. I encourage you all to get away from the mentality that you just want to go make X amount of dollars today. I want you to go, because I promise you, if you can change one person's life completely, you will do more in that day and generate more money in a year. I truly believe when your impact is that powerful right there, and you guys have that in your quiver to go ahead and bring to the world. You guys, have you got the God shot? Are you a transhumanist?
Not trans.
Yeah. Are you a tranny?
Transhumanist.
Transhumanist. You know, so you guys, we invite you to be part of the transhumanist movement. Oh, I had something to share with you very cool right here also. Okay. Oh, Zoltan just texted me, gave me a big thumbs up. He just watched my surgery here. Zoltan is the head. He tells me he wants to get in touch with me. This guy is the head of the transhumanist movement. He's like basically running for president of the United States, working with Gary Johnson. And he smoked weed with Governor Gary Johnson.
Well, there you have it. He smoked weed.
That means he's cool, right?
Right.
Like, count me in next time.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, you guys, is that we are bringing this to the Transhumanist Party. That is what Jared and I are doing. He is my writer on top of legal counsel. We are bringing the hashtag reboot the brains, reboot the world. Again, it's to be proper. Hashtag reboot brains, reboot the world? Because we will. We give people the opportunity for us to come together with the technology one time and show to the governments that, hey, here's a taste of what we can bring with transhumanist movement. And this is what we propose for all the PTSD people in the world. And here's the papers, the studies to show that Facebook is destroying your brains, that Instagram is destroying your brains, that these dating apps, swipe, is destroying your brains. Oh, can't swipe back, pay extra, swipe back, swipe. It's got
to come to an end. It has to come to an end. I mean, it really has to end. So
straight up, you guys have all gotten to that point that I just did right there. So don't act like you haven't.
They're looking at. They've been there. They know they have. Guys, this is why we need you.
Yeah, PTSI.
Okay? This is why we need you. We need your help. We need your help spreading the word. Go check out the video, gotshot.info. Go check it out. Spread the word. We need your help.
And you guys, one thing, just for fun, for those of you guys who've watched this video, in this video feed right now, if you would please do one thing for me. If you have seen a change in me in this last week, I'm trying to document what people see about me about this and what they're saying, because we're going to be doing case studies in FutureNet think tanks on different subjects, where people that go through this procedure. Let's say that you're a rape victim, for example. You get and I truly believe this would help someone in that situation. Okay. You guys, and to me, that just feels so good, because we all know people that have been raped. They say like 1 in 10 women has gone through a rape experience or something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You guys, but the reason why people maybe do the raping is because they are victims of a PTSI also, and their minds have been warped because I'm just saying, if we can have a chance.
Could you imagine? I'm sorry. Could you imagine? Could you imagine taking the God shot into prisons?
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? This is our proposition, JNR. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. So
legal counsel.
I got work to do. But imagine if we took this. Imagine if we took this into the prisons. Imagine. I mean, prison is not about punishment. It's about rehabilitation. Right. That's the point.
That's the point. Right.
If you're going to genuinely rehabilitate somebody, does it not make sense to reboot their parasympathetic nervous system?
How much are we paying to go ahead in these prisons every?
Oh my God! It's what, 42,000. In some states, it's $42,000 a year, and others it's
per person,
as high as $96,000
per person.
And that's before you get.
So here's a proposition.
Here's
a proposition, and also the cool thing about the videos that you and I do together, whenever we talk, it's a think tank.
It is.
People that tune these videos, you guys, we can quickly assemble as think tanks on certain ideas and be part of this together. And so these videos, we'll do as many as we can together and plant the seeds in your guys' brains on what we're doing, how you can tie into it. Okay?
I saw some thumbs up go up on the prison deal that just popped in.
You guys, come on. Here's another.
Send me a friend request. Send me a friend request.
Hey, Jared, if you guys want to talk,
I want to
get to know Jared. Be behind my back. Do it. Okay. You guys, but seriously, this is another example that we can bring to the Transhumanist Party right now. It's a proposition that they can bring to the Republican Party. We're not, dude, hands off. Shout out to Donald Trump real quick.
The conservative movement is real. Guys,
shout out to Donald
shout out to Donnie, because I'm telling you, we have got to drain the swamp. We've got to get the career politicians out. We've got to get term limits in place. We've got
Adios, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, please, dear God, get that woman out of there.
Who else needs to go?
Maxine Waters.
Bye-bye, bitch.
Nancy Pelosi. Chuck Schumer. John McCain. All of these people. If you've been in D.C. for more than 8 years, you've been there too long. If you've been there for 8 years, you've been there too long. You got to go.
#MAGA.
You are no longer serving our interests. You're serving your own.
Straight up.
Right? This is government for the people, by the people, of the people, and you lost sight of that. If you've been there for more than 8 years, you're bought and paid for. It's time for you to go home. It is time for a return of the citizen statesman. It is a time.
Just go home, and as a gift to you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for the God shot for John McCain to help you with your thing, even though you drive me crazy. I'm just serious. I will pay for. I think John McCain should have this. I think everyone should have the chance to have the best health possible. And again, I think that people do stupid things because of the pain that they have in their lives. I truly believe this. What if you gave Maxine Walters and the God shot? I can guarantee you she has not had the God shot because they wreak symptoms. These libtards wreak symptoms of PTSI.
Well, I mean, and as long as they've been doing it, they may actually have crossed that threshold into PTSD where it becomes a disorder. And that's something that we didn't touch on. We definitely need to clear this up. PTSI and PTSD. PTSI is an individual manifestation of an incident. It happened at a given time, right? It's an injury. Disorder is when you begin to dwell in that injury and it starts to grow in like a Fibonacci spiral, a growing spiral, right? It's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, and it's becoming more and more all-encompassing. That's when it becomes a disorder, right?
Right.
So let go of any kind of stigmas you've got about depression, about PTSD, PTSI. And guys, understand we all have it. We all have it. So what we've got to do is we've got to be the leaders. We've got to be the voice. We've got to go out and we've got to be the ones to take this to the people. We need your help. So check it out, Godshot Info. Check out the video. Please leave your comments on this video. Any changes?
If you guys would seriously please leave the changes. Steve Lawson, I've told you, you're a great leader, brother. You need a reset right now. I want you to go get this. You know, I want to just going through my news feeds, and I'll tell you who I would love to see some of you guys get this out there. I'm looking at here. Dina Royer, I would love to see you get this. Gail Coonley, amazing person. I would love to see you get the God Shot. Leo Potts, massive. In Woodstock, massive leaders. You guys in the network marketing space, you guys work so hard. For all you hard workers out there, you need the God Shot. Please make arrangements with me immediately. Allie Burke, I love you, girl. You should definitely get it. Ashley Archuleta is getting it right now, guys. I just, Paulo Lamar, you please go get the God Shots. Dean Rogers, man, you're an amazing man. You're awesome. You definitely should get it. Get with me, brother. Just so many of you guys on here. Again, thank you so much for being on this video. And we want you guys to experience this. And we want to show all you an opportunity as we move forward to where money is going to be completely a joke. So just think abundance out there, guys. But thank you again for everything that you do. And there is going to be an opportunity for you here to bring the God Shot to the world, working with us. So please take action and message me directly. And let me know that hands up. I'm interested, Ryan. Even though I'm not ready to commit this second, just put me on the list right now so you can get the email out to you immediately, guys, and be in the email list. We'll put them into a good thing right now. Okay. So you guys get updates on the movement that we're doing right now. Okay. All right, guys.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Radical. All right, guys. Have a good day. Have a very blessed day. And help spread the word. Reboot brains, reboot the world. Hashtag Godshot. Hashtag FutureNet Foundation. And my proposition to the FutureNet Foundation, I do want to run a portion of all FutureNet Foundation as an option to go ahead and to go towards healing more people of PTSI as my proposition to FutureNet Foundation to go ahead and help show where social media has done wrong so we can actually come out with more case studies to document to the world how Facebook is, making people slutty. Okay? All right, guys, take care. Have a blessed one.